applause. There we go. Bring it up all around the room. Go wild. Go crazy for Mr. John Hastings.
Hi, everybody. I couldn't hear what Alistair said, so am I at a rally now? Okay. Got fucking awkward there fast. Walk out, cheer, then you guys gotta look at me. You're like, I don't know how this is gonna go. Don't worry, everybody. I can feel the awkwardness, but don't worry. I'm good in an awkward situation. I've been in a lot of awkward situations. Once I was in a lift, and someone farted, and 2 people claimed responsibility. If I got through that, I can get through this. I got hit by a car in November. Good. First English audience to not just laugh at that. It's interesting when you get hit by a car. I kind of take the blame. I don't take the blame, but some people blame me for getting hit by the car because I was riding a bike at the time. Yeah, that's a good response. You're riding a bike and you've done, deserved it. Yeah, you motherfucker. What are you doing for the planet, hey? I'm fucking riding a bike. You're probably just burning tires right now. Oh, that's when you turn against me? Oh, I'll win you back, and even if not, I've already been paid. So, yeah, I was riding a bike. Now, I don't look good riding a bike. I feel like you, sir, look fucking great riding a bike. Like you're just a barista off to criticize someone else's almond croissant. Not me. I don't look good riding a bike. I just look like a guy who's been caught drinking and driving so many times, he now has to ride a bike. So on the bike, and then I got hit by the car. I don't remember getting hit by the car, but I was hit by the car. And I remember I was just riding my bike, and suddenly I'm on the ground, looking at the car that hit me, and it paused. A pause, I'm sure you're all familiar with. A pause, usually you experience it when you're at like a grocery shop, like a Tesco's, and you're at the automated checkout kiosk, and the screen asks you, how many bags have you used? And you look at your 7 bags, and then you pause and hit 0 bags. It was a hit and run. Car fucked off, just left me there, not remembering getting hit by the car. But I know I was hit by the car, even though I don't remember getting hit by the car. Memory's a fucking asshole that way. There's certain things you don't remember doing, so you don't know if you did them. Like none of you remember locking the front door of your house before you came here, so you don't know if you did it, which is why about 10 of you just looked at your feet as if to be like, oh, the door's open. And then other things, like I never remember doing, but I always know that I've done them. Like I have never taken a huge shit and remembered wiping my asshole, but I know that I have. And I've pushed this to the bounds of reason. Like I mean, like in university, I got crazy drunk, like blackout, fucking nuts drunk, and ended up taking a shit in my laundry hamper. And I still had the presence of mind to retrieve toilet paper. That's when I learned there was a problem. I looked at the very clean toilet and realized, oh no. Now to answer your next question, how do I get sober quickly? Is it coffee? Is it water? No, just get a turd and hide it somewhere in your house. And make sure you don't know where it is. Next question, what did I do with the laundry hamper? I threw the hamper and its contents away. Because we live in a society, and a society has rules. And one of those biggest rules is that if you pee on something, then it's yours. If you shit on something, well then that's no one's forever. Using this logic, I technically own Leicester Square, and a woman named Heidi technically owns me. What's the story? Let me tell you. I was sleeping with a woman named Heidi, and she was riding me face-to-face style, what I like to call the reflection. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, she's face-to-face, and she goes, ooh, I'm going to try something. And then I said something like, yeah, sure, or whatever. I'm not good at talking during sex. Like, I'm sure, like, you, sir, look great talking during sex, because you look like someone who's you finger blast babes, but you still work at a Sainsbury's. That's a confidence I could never possess. Like I'm just bad. Anything in the sexual arena, I'm suddenly very bad at communication. Like the first time I ever slept with an English woman, before we even got to her place, we're on the N29 night bus, and she whispered in my ear, when we get back to my flat, I'm gonna go down on you. And there was something about the chaste nature of that comment that I decided to respond in a Laurence Olivier-esque accent with, "Indeed you are, madam." Anyway, so Heidi's on top of me, and she goes, I want to try something. Now, I remember saying okie dokie artichoke, but let's just hope that's fake. And then she kind of hovered over, and it's very odd, like not in a, she was like she was going to use a chair, but she didn't trust its integrity. You know, when you use one of those stools that every couple's buy when they move in together, those tiny IKEA stools that if you breathe on, they just disintegrate and break your ankle, one of those. And she's just sort of hovering, and she's got passion in her face, and then that melts away, and then she just pees all over me. And then when she's finished, she lay next to me, but not in the splash zone, but still on the bed, and just said, that's not what was supposed to happen. I didn't even ask her what she was attempting. I just got up, and I showered, and I walked back, and I kissed her on the forehead, and we communicated. Without even speaking, we just communicated. We will never see each other again. And we've never seen each other again. Now, what I find fascinating about this whole story is that while she was peeing on me, I didn't one time think, yuck, or get me out of here, or, madam, what are you doing? That's not the hole for fucking. That's the wrong one. A lot of confused stares from the gents. Gentlemen, are you aware there's 2 holes in the vagina? I only learned when I was 31. I'm 33 now. It's been a crazy 2 years. You're a very interesting crowd. You're very much into it. But certain things you just don't want to hear about. And you react in this great way. You're like, ha, ha, no, ha, no. But as she was peeing on me, the only thing running through my head was, you know, I did not think this would happen today. Very happy I didn't stay with that woman. I'm not with the woman who I'm going to marry. I'm going to spend the rest of my life with her. Definitely going to marry her. It's amazing. We're not going to have a wedding because weddings are bullshit. What do they say about weddings? They say the day you get married, it's the happiest day of your life. What other horseshit that is. I've already had the happiest day of my life. I was on a bus once, saw a homeless man fart so loud, it knocked over a child. Seeing my girlfriend march up the aisle of a church will never make me that happy. Not in a million fucking years. And you know what? I'm not getting married in a church. I'm not going to do it. I'm not Christian. I think it's wrong to get married in a church if you're not Christian. I think it's inappropriate. And here's my problem with Christianity. In Christianity, they hold meetings to discuss belief, and they hold those meetings 10:30 in the morning on a Sunday. I believe in nothing at 10:30 in the morning on a Sunday. I don't even believe in being awake. I can feel some of you pulling back, going, oh, really, John? Comedian in a black t-shirt gets up there at the Late Show and goes after Christianity. Ooh. Big balls on you, pal. Way to surf the razor blade with that one. If you're Mr. Edgy Pants, why don't you do that joke about the Muslims? I can't do that joke about the Muslims. They hold their meetings 5:30 Friday afternoon, a completely reasonable time. Thank you. That is a pro-Muslim joke delivered by a comedian who looks like Hitler's wet dream. That, my friends, is progress. It's fun day, Sunday. Tomorrow's Sunday. Big day, Sunday, isn't it? It's a great day to head out to the park, especially now because it's been so sunny in England. I love the summer on this island because you guys don't know what to fucking do. You just take off your shirts and drink pear cider until you're literally dead from skin cancer. Go to Brighton, and it's like bacon roasting in the oven. Just a bunch of people from Essex next to death going, I died doing what I love. Laying on rocks drunk. You know what, you didn't give that one enough. That was fucking awesome, and you all sat on your fucking hands. I've been letting you get away with not holding up to your end of the bargain, but it ends here. Either you laugh, or I swear to God, I will leave at the end of my set. Don't make me do it. I want you to laugh. I do. If you don't laugh, I have to get a job. That's fucking terrifying. I've only ever done this. Well, that's not true. I've had one other job. I worked as a telemarketer for 4 days. What happened? I'll tell you. On the 4th day, a call came into my headset, and I went right into the pitch. Hello, it's John Hastings calling from the guy at the other end of the line went, John, I don't want what you're selling, and how about you go fuck your mother? Well, here's what he didn't realize. I love my mother, and I feel she should be treated with respect. So I said, guess what, fuckface? I have a gun and your address, and I'm coming to fucking kill you. Now, I forgot my supervisor was listening in. He ran over to me and he said, John, I was monitoring that last call. What do you think you did wrong? I looked at him and I answered honestly. I said, boss, I don't think I should have told him I was coming. Yeah, I live here, live in England. What the fuck was that move? You have another open seat? Where did the guy go? He's not back. He never came back? You only shifted now? Look what you've done. I've built up energy. And your weird, odd shift move just fucking destroyed it. I hope you're fucking happy. I'm going back to telemarketing tomorrow because of you. What is your name? I could have figured that out. You're being a bit racist. You're assuming because of my skin I couldn't have pronounced that name. Yeah, and you're probably right. But you should have done the politically correct thing and spelled it, and I would have gone, Clickungtum. Very good. It's 2018, mate. Act better. That was the best thing I've ever done in my entire life, and your reaction was spectacular. As you all went, ha! Oh, can we do that?
Oh, yeah.
Why did that sound so sexual? Jabber, I think you're going to get some gibber in a minute. I know it was a bit cheap, but fuck, it was right there, wasn't it? Are you in love, Jabber? Happily not. What a dark soul you are. I've never heard anyone, are you in love? Happily not. Every night I go into my room painted black and I scream into the abyss. I don't have music, I just have tears. So you've never been in love, Jabber? I'll make it funny. Have no fear, my friends. And we're gonna figure out what that seat move was about. We got 2 things on the agenda. 1, figure out why he hates love. 2, negotiate that seat move that, quite frankly, could have derailed British comedy as we know it. If that seat move had been any more extreme, I would have had to leave here and kill Steve Coogan. Who is Alan Partridge? Read a fucking book, motherfuckers! It should have said movie. Anyway, Jabber. Have you ever been in love? Unfortunately, yes. The seas are choppy, my friends. Some might say don't put your canoe in these waters, but I'm Canadian, so if I drown in a canoe, my family gets $50. So what happened, Jabber, in a sentence with this love that went so askew? I don't know why I'm strutting like this. I'm just trying to counterbalance the black cloud you're bringing with some levity. But you're doing it with a smile on your face, so I feel like you have a gun or something like that. You're like, I'm in love with a woman named Cassandra. She's here tonight, and you're all going to witness me killing myself in front of her. Are you going to do that? No. Great. What a fucking win that is. That was a great celebration. You went, yeah! So, Jabber, in a sentence, what happened?
Didn't work out.
Was anyone else expecting like a David Lynch-esque story? The wedding dress was purchased, the hall rented. My father was in an iron lung. My mother had been brought back to life via witchcraft. And then she showed up and went, I'm not really feeling it, actually. Thanks for coming back. Let me bring you up to speed. It's going very well. This is Jabber. He hates love. Now, Jabber, let's move on to something far more important. What the fuck was with that seat move? I've never seen someone move so much and go not far at all. You were like a train headed towards Brighton. Trust me, that was a very good joke. You guys just don't travel that much to Brighton. Those trains do exactly that. You've been on it for 3 hours and you look and you're like, we're still in Norwood. I'm going to burn this city to the ground. Who are you here with? Are you here with two groups of friends? This was your friend. You guys just broke up as friends during my... Is he a telemarketer and you don't like that job and that bit fucking drove you up? Is that who you're in love with? That is your friend. No, I know. Some of that was jokes and just accentuated for the purposes of humor, but thank you very much for poking holes in my dream. Jabber, you should be negotiating Brexit. You have the steel will to stare at Belgium and Germany and just go, no. Here's how it's going to go. We're renaming everything England. We're bringing back the empire. And I get to declare that France no longer has cheese. And they'll be like, well, why? And you can just go, because love is dead. Listen, this isn't the weirdest set I've ever done, but we're getting fucking close. Started very soft and delicate, and then all of this happened. You four appeared as if out of nowhere. You don't seem like you're friends. You seem like you're four different leaders of friend groups that they just smashed together. Dude from the east side, woman from the north who had one too many rosés, guy who owns a salon in Shoreditch whose father was weirdly disappointed in him. Yeah. Don't fuck with me. I will read your soul. Jabber, I see your future. You are going to have sex with both those ladies in your dreams. Ladies and gentlemen, have a great night. I'll see you all later. Bye.
John Hastings, ladies and gentlemen. There we are. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Are we back?